The best thing you can do to create a financial game plan going into a divorce is to know all your numbers. It's surprising to me how many people come into our office and they don't know their basic numbers. You need to know, what does life cost you? What are your current expenses? And if you get divorced, what do you think those expenses are going to do? How are they going to change? You need to know your financial position. How much money do you have? How much are your assets worth? Just these very basics are the starting point to form your financial plan. Documents that you should prepare ahead of time going into a divorce would be, first of all, stop and consider any financial records that your spouse controls, especially if your spouse doesn't know you're going to go through a divorce. If you guys are still somewhat getting along, get those financial documents. You need financial documents to show the assets and the debt that you have. You need financial documents that show the ongoing expenses that you have. And if you have any documents relating to your child, you're probably going to need those pulled together. Most people don't need documents for a child, but if you're going to have some kind of a contested child issue, that's probably a good idea. Things I would look for in a lawyer: shop for someone that you think you can like and that you can work with. Working with a divorce lawyer is an extremely intimate relationship. We're going to know all the secrets, where all the bodies are buried, financial and otherwise. So you need to find someone that you think you can trust, someone that you think you can tell your deepest, dark secrets to. And remember, it's all attorney-client privilege, so it's not like we're going out telling the rest of the world about your stuff, but you got to find someone like that you think you can confide in, so that we can get the truth, so we can move your divorce forward. Here's a few things you should do to get prepared for your initial meeting with your attorney. You should have your finances under control somehow. You should have a general idea of how much money is going to be divided, how much debt there is to be divided, what kind of property you have, what kind of equity you have in, generally speaking, in your house, your car, etc. If there's any complicated kid issues, you need to have a handle on that and be able to explain that to your attorney when you're in that initial meeting. And if there's any complicated living condition problems, you need to be able to tell your attorney about all that right up front. So just sit down with a good friend and talk to them about the general parts of your story, and make sure you've got all that initial stuff in your story together, so that when you go have that meeting with that attorney, you're a little less nervous about it. If you're preparing for divorce, if this is something in your far future, or if you're in the middle of it and you're ready to get going, give us a call at the Dohlen Law Firm. We'd love to help.